Yeah, lights on, game time, let's break it all down. From the spreads to the lines, who's up, who's down. We're crunching the numbers, calling the plays.
Bucks and Pacers game is going to be an interesting game to watch. Um, I know we think we have an idea of which way it's going to go, and at face value, it does look like the Pacers are the triumph team. But let's still look at it, pull it apart a little bit. I mean, when you look at the Pacers and how they win on the road or at home, in this case, they're at home. They win 71% of their games at home. The Bucks are coming in this winning half of their games on the road, so that's going to be a disadvantage to the Bucks. When it comes to the other advantages or disadvantages, like where they are with offensive versus defensive points, like ranking wise. The Pacers win the battle of offense and the Bucks win the battle of defense. And with that being said, they're still not winning it at a high rate. I mean, well, the Pacers are. In offense, the Pacers have a pretty good offense. It's just that the Bucks are beating the defense of the Pacers, but it's not nothing to really um write home about. Both of them are kind of at the bottom when it comes to defense, which also means that we might see a somewhat high scoring game. They're going to let each other score. They're not really going to stop each other that much. Um, in the other different categories, I mean, we're looking at, rebounds, assists, 3 point attempts, 3 point percentage, field goals. I mean, I would say that it's an even split where you have the Bucks winning the category of rebounds, but just by one. You have the Bucks also winning 3 point attempts and 3 point percentage, which is still only by one. So the Bucks are going to have to use that to their advantage. If the 3 point is not there, it makes it really, really tough for the Bucks to be able to pull back from this, in my opinion. Um, Especially because the Pacers take more shots by a little bit more, not just by a hair. So the fact that they take more shots and they're home and they got that boost from home and it's the playoffs, I don't know how you bet against the Pacers. Maybe you do. I mean, even the math and the AI and the data, those formulas are leaning towards the Pacers as well. I think you're going to get what we think we're going to see out of this game. I don't think that the Bucks are going to win this game. However, it is a series. Do the Pacers have enough to sweep them? No, in my opinion. I don't know when the Bucks win. Maybe they win when they go home, but we got to see how they play. Like, there's a lot of different factors and a lot of different moving pieces in this, but the data says that it's the Bucks. I mean, it's the Pacers, but I mean, even when it comes down to injuries, Mr. Lillard is giving up what 20 plus points, and so with that being said. Is that a big problem? Yeah, but he's more like a game time decision scenario. Um, Even outside of that, like you see your players, right? You see Damian Lillard, right? You see Aticambo, you see Brook Lopez, you see Kyle Kuzma, right? Like with all of that being said, that's their strength. And when you look at the scenario with the Pacers, I mean, they just got less players that do production, and I think fatigue may be a problem for them. Like I know they use the whole load management thing, but I think in the end of the day, the Pacers are going to experience some fatigue because they're going to have a problem with maintaining the extra two players of production that the Bucks have. So I think they definitely can. They can endure. They can survive it. Obviously, some of the player props that I would look at if I'm into the betting world would be Atacambo points. Even though he's a forward, I would also put down rebounds for him. Um, I like Halliburton for points for the Pacers. I think he's going to get the numbers that you want him to get. I would take 23 to 25 points. I would take 23, 25 points. Even though they up against the Bucks defense is still not that good, but they're good enough and they try to outscore you, right? So with that being said, yeah, I take Halliburton for points or I take him for points and assists. He's a guard. He's gonna move the ball around like he's supposed to. So that's your assist right there, right? I take 10 assists. Um, Miles Turner, put him down for the damn rebounds. He gonna be in the box banging. Um, those probably the most three that stick out to me. I mean, you make your mind up as well, but just based off of how the flow of the game is gonna go, it's gonna be some offensive rebounds, some defensive rebounds. Um, are the teams like really like fast paced? Depends on what your perspective is, right? Like, what would you say is a more effective team? Is it the team that is like running half court plays and setting it up and executing, or is it the fast break, spontaneous team? I mean, in this matchup, the Pacers are the spontaneous team. They convert 52% of their fast breaks, and they get you at least 17 fast break points, where the Bucks only get you 13. So knowing that, leaning back to the Pacers. I mean, the Bucks are paying what minus 220, and I take the points. Pacers easily 120 or more. Um, and I like the over on the total points because the defense lacks. But that's where I'm at with this game. Um, Anybody got any different perspective? I'd love to hear it. Put it in the comments. Um, do the Bucks have a chance to win? That's question number two. At some point, they're not getting. I don't see them getting swept. When they win, I don't know. I got to see how they perform in the matchup on this game, and then I can give you a better idea of like how many more games they can win. I have to see this matchup, and I like it because the Bucks are on the road. If the Bucks were home and we had to watch this matchup, I'm not sure I could like give you a really good assessment because they might be playing a little bit more lazy because they're home. But with them being on the road, they're going to have to fight, and if they have to fight, then that's going to help me see their meter of like I give a shit. So we'll see, but it's going to be a good, it's going to be a really good game. Spread plus 5.5. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the plus five. Matter of fact, I tell you what, I would buy up the spread to plus 6.5 to give myself a cushion. I think the Bucks are going to compete. It's not going to be a blowout, but it might be between 7 to 3 point win for the Pacers. Or maybe it's that game in the last 1, 2 minutes, a lot of foul shots, and it's down to like 4 points. I'm thinking it might be that because it's the playoffs and they give a shit about playing, that 5.5 is a big gap. So give yourself some extra space, some extra insurance of 6.5 if you're into that world. But that's what I see with this game. So I'll leave you guys with this. I mean, obviously, if you're looking at this version, um, you know that I wanted to just really sum up what I am thinking about all four of the games. You may have watched the version that's just one game, but you can watch the other videos that I have in the library and break down the other games if you're watching the short content. But just to give you a bonus feature, I mean these selections are what I think are going to happen from these games with the Bucks and the Pacers. I'm thinking that the Pacers win this game. Money line is your best option. Um, Total points over. Clippers versus the Nuggets. It's a nail biter, and I think you could go either way. on the money line, but if you need like something, the spread is 2.5. The books also think the books don't know which way this is going either. Just to be clear, they would stick their chest out and go to 5.5 if they knew which way it was going. They don't know. They think the Clippers got a chance. I mean, you're not a psycho if you take the money line. I would back you up and support you if you took the money line. But would it be my only play? No. I would round robin these 4 games and maybe add in some baseball to get like 7 games in total and mix and match it up. Um, but these are the games and how I look at them. A couple other plays from the Clippers and the Nuggets would be the spread for the Nuggets. If you went with the Nuggets, it's hard to argue against the Nuggets as well. How do you do that? You can't. Team points for the Clippers. Um, I definitely like that. At least 115 points for the Nuggets. At least 110 points for the Clippers if they have that bet, and I'm pretty sure they do. Maybe even 108. Um, Pistons and the Knicks. I like the Knicks to win the game, even though I don't have it's selected there. I like the Knicks to cover the spread too. I think if the Knicks win this game, they're going to cover the spread. They're going to win and blow out if they win. If they don't and it's tight, then we might see like what's going. And that's kind of hard because the Knicks like dominate all the categories. So let me retract that. Knicks win. Knicks cover the spread. Pistons ain't got a snowball chance in hell. Just to clear things up. And last but not least, Timberwolves and the Lakers game. I got to go with the Lakers. Not because I'm a fan of any player. Like I'm really not. I'm not a hater of any of the players as well. They all. This is like a night. This is like a weekend and nighttime market. Like I have no personal anything about anybody. They just need to produce for me, and that's it. And with that being said, like collectively as a team, I think they can pull it off. But at the same time, I would not overlook at least taking plus 4.5. I would take entertain the plus 4.5. I mean, you can take the minus 182 for the money line for the Lakers. It ain't the best bet, but I would take the plus 4.5 for the Timberwolves. Might see overtime. It might be a buzzer beater. AE is not going out like a punk, and if he got a rabbit foot up his ass, then maybe the threes start to drop, or he might be on some Michael Jordan type thing. He's gonna start driving to the rim. I don't know what AE we're gonna see, but it's gonna be exciting. But anyway, that's my idea or my overview of the money lines, the spreads, team points, and total points. Um, do with it what you may. Make your own decision up. Let this be the starting point for your own research. Um, I think we're gonna definitely have a really, really, really good day. So, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, that brings us to the end of the show. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm excited about what the playoffs are going to bring us. I think it's going to bring us a lot of entertainment value, a lot of monetary value. The books are definitely. I would say that books are like stabbing in the dark just as much as we are, because I'm seeing from an analytical perspective where my models are coming up either spot on or one or two off from what they're making the lines at. And that's scary because it puts you in a pick me scenario where it's like, well, do I go over or under? I mean, there are a considerable amount of data, that is, enough under the line where you can be like, yeah, it's gonna be under. Or either it's enough over where you can be like, yeah, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be 5 points over, 7 points over. Like, yeah, he's gonna get that, even with the matchup, even with the defense, whatever the case may be. You know, but it's tight right now. Much the margins aren't razor thin yet, but they're going to get there for NBA. But anyway, again, if you found value in this video, please like, comment, share, or subscribe. Thank you guys for coming to the show. If you found any value in this segment, then make sure to watch anything that's in the other shows that are going to be the individual game breakdowns and also the entire episode of all four games for the breakdown. But check out the catalog, check out the library. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one.
Yeah, lights on, game time, let's break it all down. From the spreads to the lines, who's up, who's down. We're crunching the numbers, calling the plays, talking all sports.